talk about Evernote. This is, I teach classes on Evernote and Notion both. I'm curious, do any of you guys use Evernote now? Has anybody used Evernote now?
I haven't.
Have not. Okay, let's see. Mabel or Mantel, any of you? Mantel uses it. Okay, so he's using it. Mabel, how about you?
I never heard of this before.
Okay, never heard of it. All right, good. Well, let me catch you up. It's okay that you jump in the advanced class here. I'll show you some things. So Mantel's got some experience in this, and we'll try to make this relevant for all of you guys. The reason I'm big on Evernote and Notion, these are two, for lack of better terms, I call them digital filing cabinets for you, a way to create what I call a second brain. As we get older, there's so much information to keep up with and so much of it's digital. And so if there's a way to have a easy, simple place to put things that are digital that are important to us, and then a way to organize them and access them whenever we want, then this digital brain idea helps support us greatly. Knowing where things are and how to access them prevents us from having to feel like we have to memorize everything, which is very stressful and very time consuming. But knowing where things are and having a place to find them, place them and find them is really the idea. Evernote and Notion both do this, and I've used them both for many years. And so that's why I teach these things, and there's many applications for them as you go along. Let me kind of go through some of the Evernote pieces here. We'll talk about overview, how to create notebooks, how to create notes, how to use the web clipper, some other things along the way. So it's all about being organized. This is a really important skill, especially as a small business person, how to stay organized with all that's going on. We have our personal life, we have hobbies, we have health, we have friends and family and business, and there's so much to keep up with. How do you kind of keep it all organized and not become overwhelmed? And these are tools that allow us to do that. As I said, I call it a digital filing cabinet. The idea is you have one account, one username and password, and you can access it from your various devices, whether it's your computer, you can access it on any platform, Windows, Mac, anything you want, and you can use it through a browser or an app that's free. You can access it on a tablet or an iPad or on your phone, Android or iPhone, either one. Obviously, the size of the screen changes, but the content is all available there. Everything is stored in the cloud or the internet, so it doesn't take up space on your devices. You can choose to have some things stored offline and have access when you're not online. We'll talk about that a little bit today. I'll show you how that works. Okay. You can create a free account. They have free versions and it does a lot. I would just encourage you to start with a free one and then go from there. It's a little confusing if you try to start a free account on a mobile device, because sometimes they ask you for a credit card. Don't give them a credit card. Just start free. You don't have to give them any money. Okay, here's their plans. You can sync up to 2 devices on the free account, which means you can have access to all your information on maybe your computer and your phone, or your phone and your tablet. But if you needed to be on more than 2 devices, then you have to start paying for it so that you can have it on all devices at the same time. You can log out of one and get on the other. It'll let you do that. But on the free version, you can only be logged in on 2 at a time. That's there, right? Their space limitations aren't that big of a deal if you're not wholesale uploading a bunch of stuff at one time. If you're kind of as you go and putting things and uploading, then you'll be fine. You won't have any problem with that. All right. Let me jump over to how this is. I don't know if I have it. No. Okay. In here, the way it's set up, there are notebooks and there are notes. Okay. Let me open up. I'm going to show you from my phone. Okay. I'm going to do a lot of stuff on my phone today. And what's great about this is that you can put things in really easy from your phone while you're out and about. So let me go to my phone. Okay, here's my phone, and I'm going to go to, I don't know where it is, search for it, Evernote. All right. And this is a home page that they have. It pops right up here. You can customize your home page. I don't usually use the home page. If I open up the little menu on the side here, this is the menu. And I've been using, this is my account I've been using since 2009. So what is it? It's 22, 12 years, I guess I've been using it. And the way it's set up, there are notes and notebooks. So every new piece of content, any piece of content that you want to create is a note, whether it's a picture you want to take or it's something you want to type, a list. If it's something that you have that you want to sketch, even an audio file, all those kind of things could be notes, whatever you want to put in a note. And then the way I suggest you use this is just start putting notes in, starting putting notes in. And after a while, you're going to want to organize those notes, and you can organize those notes into notebooks, and you can create as many notebooks as you want and put as many notes as you want into those notebooks. Each note can only be in one notebook, though. It can't be in more than one notebook. But you can organize those anyway. So you see, here's my list of notebooks, and it tells you in the little number how many notes I have in those notes. So like here's GetSetUp. There's 4 notes in here. And here's one I did as a sample. I just sketched something and put it in there. That's there. Here's another one, I guess. It's kind of, those are all.
That was your doodling session.
That's my doodling, right? Yes. But I also use it. I have these, the next level, there's only one more level. So you have notes, notebooks, and then when you get a bunch of notebooks and you want to organize those into what they call a stack. So you see some of these are stacks. So I have this stack here has all these notebooks inside of it. And I had this organized by clients at one time. So these are all notes in here. Let's see what this is. Not much on that note. Let's see if I got another one in here. See this guy, he's got some notes. Okay. So some different things that are, these are different notes, and it's got the date, and you can put links in here and websites and all kinds of things. And if you want to add another note to this notebook, you just hit the new button and you can pick, is it a note, a task, making a note, and it opens up like this and it tells you what notebook you're in, and you can type a title, sample note. And then down below this, you can add all kinds of things, from pictures to diagrams. You've got little toolbars here. You can format your text. The blue button opens up another menu of different items you can add. Images, audio, Google Drive files, checkboxes. Checkboxes are kind of neat. So let's say you're making a grocery list and you want milk and eggs and bread. You have a checklist there, and then you can mark them off, and it checks them off like that, which is kind of nice. So you can make those lists, and I can save it. Now, every time you make a note, it's private to you. If you want to save it with somebody else, share it with somebody else, you just click the share button up in the corner, which is a little person there, and you can say, I can create a link, and anybody who has this link can access that page and view it, or I can email a copy or let other people edit it. If they have an Evernote account, I can share it with them that way. But initially, it's all private to you. All right. If you forget where you filed something in your notebooks or stacks, you can always go to the little search button here and you can search for things. So let's say I put the word queen in. I've got this article here, I guess. Oh, this article that I clipped somewhere has the word queen in it, I guess. I scroll through, it'll show me where that word is. Yeah, it'll highlight it. So the search is very powerful because it searches not just the title of the article or the note or the notebook, but it also goes inside the note and searches inside of that. I don't think I saw the word Queen Elizabeth. She's in here. Did you see it? Did you see Queen Elizabeth highlighted anywhere? Hats. I don't. This must not be a good example. Oh, it could have been to the right. Maybe I didn't see it on the right. Oh, it's probably over here. All right. Questions so far? Anybody?
Kind of reminded me how I just the notes, the notebooks, and the stacks kinds of reminds me whenever I'm browsing different websites here. What I do is I create the favorites, you know what I'm saying? And underneath
Yeah.
the favorites, I'm
Yeah,
creating other stacks and stuff. And
right.
then also reminds me of in my, I think in my own phone, I'm always creating folders and stuff. So
Uh-huh.
just
Yeah.
to me,
What do
it's
you use?
synonymous of folders and stuff.
Yeah, what do you use and what do you use on your phone? What program do you use?
No, I just have a plain, I don't have no program.
Okay. All right. So let me show you a practical way I use this. So I use a program called Flipboard. I teach a class on this also. This is a curator of content. So you can come in here and tell it what you want to follow, and then it gives you the articles that relate to that. Let's see. All right, here's one on how to keep your brain working well as you age. So I can click on this and it opens up the original article. And click on reader view and it takes all the ads out, which is really nice. But here's the whole article. Maybe I want to read this, but I don't have time to read it right now. So I want to save this into Evernote so I can read it later. So I click the share button, which is at the bottom. It's the box with the up arrow next to the heart. And then it opens up this. If I have Evernote installed on my phone, I can click on Evernote and it opens up Evernote. Hopefully it'll be this account. I've got lots of, yes, I did. Okay. So it comes up to, it brings the name of the article and it says, okay, what folder, what notebook do you want to put it in? And you have a default notebook and you can choose what that is, your default notebook, that's fine. But let's say, let's put it in 2021, that's fine. We'll put it in 2021. And I say, okay, go there and I can hit save. Okay, so it clips that article and it puts that into my Evernote notebook called 2021. And then I can go back and just keep reading articles that are interesting to me. Let's see, I find one more. All right, here's a recipe. So let's say I want to save this recipe. So I go to Evernote. And this time I want to put it in my recipe notebook, not my 2021. So I click on here, I search recipe.
Kevin, can you have this? You're going to the actual media page. And then how do you open up the bottom to get to your Evernote? Like your media page stays there open and then
Yeah,
you're
right.
opening up
Yeah, I'll
your
show you.
icon?
It's
Okay.
that share button at the bottom and it's a, you could be in any program on your phone. Okay, down at the bottom, do you see where it says for you at the very bottom?
Yes.
Right above that, right above that to the right, there's a little box with an up arrow. You see that?
Oh, yes, yes.
You click that and it opens this up and this shows you this view. And
Ah, okay.
I'm saying I want to share with Evernote and then it opens up this little form for me to fill out to tell me where to put it.
Okay,
All right.
got it. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
got it.
that's how I use this. So I can read through all these articles and save things and put them where I want. So I know where they are and I'm good shape. Right. So now let's go back to Evernote and let's, it's got these last two on top here on my homepage, but if I
Yeah.
wanted to go back into notebooks and search 2021, I have it sorted here. So the top one, see, it's on the top right there. Right there. That's
Yes.
the one this is the one we just grabbed. So I put it in here. So now I have it all in here and I can have access to it, know where it is. As
So I
well
have
as,
a question.
yeah.
Yeah, so I have a question. Like I save a lot of stuff to my iDrive, right? To my Google Drive, I'm sorry. Since I have my Gmail on my phone, but I
Yeah.
find I get the warning where it's like running out of storage.
Right.
So
Right.
would this do the same thing? If you're doing
No,
everything on Evernote, would it, no?
no,
Okay,
no limits on that. Yeah.
okay, got it.
Yeah. What was the other one? The other one was, what was that recipe about? Was it Stromboli or something? What was in that? Recipes, search by notebook. Yeah, Stromboli. All right, so let's say I forget where I put it and I come in here and I go, oh gosh, I don't know where it is. So I search and I search Stromboli. I spell it right. Was it?
Stromboli.
Okay. There it is. See, so it makes it real easy. Whether if you remember to file it properly or not, you can search it by name. It doesn't even have to be the title. It can be in the anywhere in the body of the
But
note as
will it give
well.
you just also recent? right? Your recent will be at the top.
Yeah, you could do that too. So if I went back to your homepage has the recents on there. See? It's got the last couple that I put in right there.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do that. All right.
Okay.
Let me show you how I'd set this up again. When you look at my notebooks, and then you can do this on your computer too. I mean, your computer, it's, you know, bigger screen and you got more real estate to look at things. I've got a family stack that's got a bunch of different notebooks in there. I've got a fitness stack that's got a bunch of articles in there. A couple notebooks, business stack, medical records. I don't think anything's in there. I didn't have anything in there. Online classes, a bunch of articles about online classes that I clipped and put in there. There's a personal stack that's got all these years of posts that I save things by year. Right. What's a big one that's in here? Anything that's got a bunch of, here's recipes, a lot in here, lots of recipes. And they're all there. And you can share a recipe with somebody if you wanted to. So you say this pumpkin pie recipe, you wanted to share it with somebody, you click the share button and you could get a link and send them the link. Or you could put their email in and email it to them. It's really nice.
Nice.
All right. Can you see any practical use for yourself? Is there anything that would help, you can see this would help you or get organized with?
Yeah, I could actually, am I unmuted? Yeah. I could actually start putting a lot of the stuff that I kind of like toolkits and stuff that I download that I could use for the webinars that I want to do and host.
Yeah, right.
I could, instead of putting it in my Google Drive, I could put it in that. And
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Just save space in that way.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Good. How about you, Stella? Anything to help you?
Yeah, definitely. I have fibromyalgia. So one of the side effects is fibro fog. So I forget a lot of things. So if I've got one go-to place on my phone, which obviously I always have that with me. I don't always have me Filofax with me or my computer.
Yes.
So because I put things on the fridge, I put things on my doors, in my bedrooms, in me everywhere, and then I forget to look. So I've missed countless appointments and interviews and everything because of this. So it's if I can get my head into it, it would be amazing for me. So I'm quite excited.
I'll give you three more examples here. So like a Post-it note, a receipt, and a business card. Okay. Like, what do you do with those things? Because you want to have those somewhere safe. So let's do this. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to hit new, and I'm going to say camera, and it's going to open up. I'm going to leave it on auto. I'm going to put it on auto. Am I on photo or auto? What am I on? Auto. Okay. So when it's on auto, it recognizes this is a document and it just captures the document. And okay, so it captured that. And now when you look at it, it just got the content. It took away the whole background, right? So you can do that, and you can hit save, and that goes into a note, and you can give it a name. Let's say Post-it note from fridge, wherever it was, right? And you put it whatever notebook you want, you hit save, and now it's in there. And now you've got it. And you can even zoom in and see it if you need to. So that's good. And even if you could edit. Let's say I had another page of this. So I've got that guy there, and then I'm going to turn the page, and I've got another page that I want to do. Right. So I turn the page to this, and I wanted to grab that. So it adds that, and then I've got another page. I want this page too.
Oh, that's really cool.
So now they're all three there, and I hit save, and now, right, so you got all three of them right there.
Yeah, that's great.
Really good. So, all right, so that's that one. Now, the other one we could do would be a receipt. So let's do new again, and then hit camera. And you know, receipts are tough because they're thermal and they don't last very long. Oh, I want to go on auto again. So what it does is it grabs the receipt, and there it is.
Brilliant.
And then you can throw the paper one away, right?
I've got a drawer full of them.
Right, so you got it, and you could just show this receipt at the store if you need to, and they can scan that barcode and you're fine. You know, I might call it, you know, Lowe's just to find, so I can find it when I search it.
Yeah.
So that's a receipt. So it's good for that. You can save a whole folder of receipts. And then
Can you
there's
do that? Sorry,
uh-huh.
Kevin, just the receipt side, you know, if you go in, can you share that into QuickBooks, that receipt?
So let's assume, let's go back and find that receipt. Okay, so here it is, and we open it up, and you want to share it. You could email a copy of it to yourself to put in QuickBooks, I guess.
Okay. It's just that if I add everything all in one place, I have to keep things quite simple, you see, which is quite difficult for me. So, yeah.
I mean, I don't know, is QuickBooks on your, probably not on your phone, is it?
No, it's just that. So if I add all the documents that I needed to put into QuickBooks, we're all in one place. It's just one process.
Yes, yeah. But you can email a copy of it to yourself that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, the other one I was going to show you is like a business card. So if we come here and we hit new and camera again and keep it on auto, there's the business card, and it's automatically capturing that. And there it is. So you got your business card. And you can save it and not have to hold on to the paper card. Right. There is a setting I want to show you. Let's go into settings. So there's some practical ways. If I go back into the settings, so I'm back in the menu, and up at the top right next to my name, there's a little gear. You see that at the top right?
Yeah.
Click the gear. It opens up this settings. So in here, this is an interesting thing. Under camera, you can decide if you want, when you take a picture, to also save that picture in your camera roll or not. Right now, I have it off. Green would be on, off. So those pictures I just took do not go in my camera roll. But if I had this turned on, when I took those 3 pictures, they would all go in my camera roll also.
Right. Okay, that's good for me.
Yeah, so that would be good.
Does it mean your camera roll? Meaning what? They'll be saved as like camera, like gallery?
We like on your, do you have an iPhone or an Android, Mabel?
No, Android.
Yeah, so you have a photo gallery, right? Where all your pictures are? Yeah, that's
gallery,
where I'd go.
yes.
Yep. So,
okay.
You know, it'd show up here in your gallery.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have it turned on. If not, it just keeps it in an Evernote.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the camera setting. Dark mode obviously is the you know, where you have a white background or a dark background. You can customize that. This create button, if you're using the free version, you can't change it, but if you're using the paid version, you can decide what goes in the create button. You can put up to 6 things on there, and you know, it's just fancy. Notes, you can do a couple things here where you can turn these on and off, whether or not you have these capabilities or not in your notes. Really easy to find.
The thing you just showed us that you can put 3, 4, 5 was, since it's, if you had a paid account, that what allowed you to do the post-its 3 in 1 page?
No. That was what I was showing you is the let's go back in here. It says create button.
Yeah.
Customize your button's appearance. So by default, it's just this green button here, but they have these, if you have a paid account, you can change what it looks like. See how it stacks up there? Different.
Oh, okay.
It's just the user interface. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just fancy stuff. Notebooks, you can select which ones are offline. But what it does is it downloads those and puts them on your phone, so it takes up space. But you could do that if you knew you were going to be if you're not going to have Wi-Fi or internet, you could do that. Download selected notebooks and then they'll be available offline. I don't use that, but you could. Tasks, I don't use tasks at all, but it has a task feature. I don't use it. I think it's best as a notebook, a notes and notebook program, not so much. You can put a passcode on your, to get into it, to protect it. You can also attach your calendar, connected calendar accounts. You can do that. What else? Support sync, work chat, more settings. This opens up on your computer, your browser, to see more settings on here. I'm using the free plan right now. All right. You can also attach documents to it. So if you have images or files or PDFs or something you want to attach on there, you can attach those. Like here's a file and it'll put it right in the note. So you can grab attach. You can drag files on your, if you do it on your computer, you can drag files right onto your note and it'll put them right in the note that way too, which is nice.
Where would you be dragging them from?
From your file manager on your computer or your desktop, you could drag them on from your computer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess the best thing is eliminating paper. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
right. Yeah,
That's,
absolutely.
to me, that's like one of the biggest benefits from this. Yes.
Right. You don't have to keep up with all the paper.
Business cards, like you said, the receipts that you can't even read in a year. If you put it in a folder, when you take it out, it's blank.
Yeah, right. What was this? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you can print them, you know, you can print a note also. And you can also, if it's on your computer or your phone and it's hooked up to your printer, you can print it as well. It's pretty smart that way. So it's pretty simple and you can organize it any way you want. But that's how that works. Tags, if you want to add some tags, sometimes tagging something that may fit in more than one notebook, you might want to tag it and then you can search it by the tag as well. You know, the example I use is food. So maybe you have a recipe notebook, but you have a dinner tag, a lunch tag, and a dessert tag. So you could also search by desserts only without having to create a whole dessert notebook. The sketch piece, let's see where that is. I go back to new and I sketch. It opens up this little sketch here and I can draw on here. Let's do yellow or purple. Okay. Why isn't it drawing? What's going on? Oh. It's not picking up my finger for some reason. Background color. White. Done. Come on. I want to edit it. I want to edit you. It's acting funny. I don't know if I have my. Oh, for some reason my sketch is not working. You should be able to draw on there and it worked, but it's not working for me. It's crazy. Okay. What questions do you have? Anything?
No, I just learned a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So I just encourage you to go on and play with it. It's you can't break it. And don't get too worried about having to get everything organized. Just start putting notes in there and then you'll be able to organize them into notebooks later. I'll show you.
Suggest I do it on my desktop first and then also open the app on my phone.
Yeah, I would set up your account first on the desktop and then log in and then install Evernote on your phone and then log in there with the same account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, let me show you. I'll show you on the computer what it looks like too. Okay, let's jump over here. Share. Let's go. There we go. All right. This is Evernote on my computer, and there's a home section here, right? These are the last few. There's that brain article and this Stromboli, and then the things we scan. Those are all there. I can click on those. Here's my notes. I've got 4,000 notes, and you can organize how you want to see the notes. You can sort them by title, date updated. I usually put the most recent on top so I can find it. Then you can also filter. You can look for tags, things that contain certain words, when it was created, when it was updated. You can filter that. And then you can view how you want to see it. This is a card view. Snippets is another view I like. You've got a side list view, and you've got a top list view, but you can just change, you can customize that how you want to view these. So here's the snippet views. Then when you click on one of them, it shows the note on the right.
Mhm.
Here's the Stromboli article, right? And you can see it's in this notebook. If you want to move it to a different notebook, you click this button and you say, what notebook do you want to put it in? You can click that and hit move, and it'll move it to that notebook. It's really easy to move. If you go to notebooks, you get this view, and you can create new notebooks here, or right next to it, you can click the plus sign and create a notebook. But this tells you how many notes are in here. So maybe I want to move something. Here's this inbox stack. So I have this one note in here. Maybe I want to move this up to, oh, it's a big list. Let's move this groceries up to, will it go up anymore? So I want to put it in parenting. So I can drop and drag it and it goes in there. You can move notes around that way, which is really easy. So now groceries is in here. So I would just create notes and then drag them around, put them in the right notebooks that you want.
Oh, I know what I wanted to say to you. What I do now is I have another email like that I've had for years with AOL.
Yeah.
And so whenever I get, let's say I do a webinar, and let's say I just finished this webinar with you and you send us PDFs, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, PDFs is going to take up a lot of space on my phone. So what I do is then I forward that email with the original that you send us with the PDF, and I send it to my AOL. And now I have like maybe, who knows, 20,000 entries into AOL. Even if I don't open it, I just know that it's there.
Yeah.
And when I decide to go there and open it up, I have my PDF, because I find that all of these other, I don't know, clouds and all this stuff, after a while, it just fills up. And I'm like, what is that? The other one, Dropbox and all these other things. So
Yeah.
this would probably serve that same purpose.
Right. Yeah.
Creating folders in here and saving the PDFs and all that stuff here.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's another thing that's really nice. You can click new and then note, and then it opens up here. There's a little button that goes full screen. So now you're looking at this note builder here. You pick what notebook you want it to be in. You can put your title in here. So let's say we're doing GetSetUp, Evernote, Advanced Class Notes. And then you can come down here and you can just start, typing whatever you want. Maybe you want a bullet list, right? Or a checklist. You can do checklist, change it to that. You can put links in here. You can format it much like a word processor. Under this blue button down here, you got all these options again. You can bring in you can put a PDF in here. You could put attachment. Let me show you what a PDF looks like. I'm going to go to my file program on my computer here and just drag a PDF in here. Let me grab one here. All right, this is some. Let's do one of these classes. All right, so this class, I'm just dragging this in here and here it comes. So there's the PDF. It brings the whole PDF in. It's nice because you can preview the whole thing right here.
Oh,
Right, so you can go through and see the different pages.
you went up to that double arrow box up there and that's how you dragged it in?
I just grabbed the file off my computer and just drug it right into this area and
Oh,
put
so
it
it
in
was
there.
at the top of, it was on your desktop at the top there on your screen?
Yeah, roughly, yeah. I mean, I pulled it out of my file manager and just drug it in there.
Okay,
It could be in your desktop, yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So you can make that. There's also a lot of templates too that you can use. So if I come down here and I click the blue button again, and I look under, oh, it's not there. Where's templates? Insert. Let's do a new one. Back, new note. All right, now here's this gallery of templates. When I click on that, there's all of these templates in here. It'll load in a second. It's loading. Should have a preview of them. Here it goes. Even here's a business plan. Okay, you can pop that, and now you've got this information that you can put into a business plan.
Oh, wow.
And you can, remove whatever you want. You can get rid of that. You can delete it. You can type in it. You can change the colors.
This is great.
So there's lots of templates that you can use, and you can make your own templates that you want that you might use over and over again if you're creating notes that way. Yeah, I can get rid of this. So it's
That
pretty
looks like
neat.
something you had shown us in the business plan.
Yeah, similar to that, yeah.
Yeah.
You can even bring in YouTube videos right into here.
Okay.
So if I go to, let me grab a YouTube video real quick. Find something and get the link for it. All right, so here's one, and let me hit share to get the link, and I'm going to come back to this. And I just want to paste it in here. What is that? Get it and get my share. Okay, copy. I didn't copy it. Okay, here we go. Paste. And when you hit enter, it puts the video in there, and you can watch the video right inside.
Those of you that know us, we've been
right inside it.
Mm.
That's great.
Isn't that cool?
It really is, yeah.
And then let's assume we go back to our phone, right? And open my phone back up. Of course, all those things I just did are there, so I can go back to home. And this is GetSetUp class notes, right? Come into here. All right, so here's the PDF. Is a little different in there, but the video is still here.
Yeah, yeah.
For those of you that know us, we've been using the
watch it right there. It's a great collector of whatever you want to put in it, and organize it how you want without it being overly complicated.
This is so cool.
Kevin,
Yes.
my screen, I don't know if my screen's frozen or have you moved on to a different?
Oh, I stopped
did you-
sharing. Sorry, I went
It's
to
okay.
I forgot to stop sharing, but I went to my phone there, and I was trying to show this right here, that all those things we
Yeah.
just did on the computer, they're already synced to the phone.
Great.
Yeah, the PDF looks
That's
a little
going to be
different,
so helpful.
but you can open it up and view them. Right, here's all it's all there. And it's just quick and it works well. It's just nice.